Alright, welcome back everybody, part 2. That way we can keep these videos at a reasonable length. Ain't trying to get nobody to watch no 30, 40, 50 minute video, because that would just be madness. Alright, we're down here at beautiful Allen home. We're going to go down through here today. Might do things just a little bit different today. We'll see what we can get into. It's been raining real heavily for several days here. So there's a lot of water on the trail, everything muddy. Everything's wet. See, look at that. Where we once had a playground over there, now you have a pond, etc. This Avington Adventure 2 don't care though. It'll play in the mud with the best of them. Really nice. Fat tire e-bike. So, I actually rode my level 2 the other day instead of the Adventure 2. And I must say, man, I love them both. Ooh, look at that water. Boy, that water looks nasty. As cloudy as it can get. Straight brown. That water's high. Real high. Look at that puddle right there. Well, we liable to regret flying through that with a yellow blue jeans on. Look at that, yellow blue jeans. Hilariously, but it is what it is. Hopefully we don't get chomped on by this big old dog here. Looking like he takes his protection job seriously. Hello. God, it's a nice old fella. It's always a guessing game. Is it gonna chomp at me, or is it just gonna smile at me? And it was a smiling one. Looked like an older dog. Probably like 11, 12 years old or so. Nice dog. What water? That water's still low. Dirty as it can get. On your left. And she didn't hear me. She had the old headsets on. Couldn't hear nothing. I guess that's the only thing about walking with all the headsets on. And sometimes they can't hear anything. So I prefer, you know, somebody not to walk in front of me. On your left. See, she can actually hear me. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah, this level, or this Adventure 2, it there's a lot of similarities. This has more of a cushiony ride than the level 2, I've noticed. The tires only get between 5 and 15 pounds of air in them, you know, as opposed to 20 or 30 load. So they tend to be more of a squishier ride. But it also does a lot better at gripping, you know, than the level 2. And there's a lot less, like, I wouldn't fear to run over a big old, you know, rock and roll as much as I would with the level 2. I mean, this thing really does, it's designed for off-road as much as on-road. And it excels in both. It is like literally the best of both worlds. It's superb on just road. You know, you would think, hey, these big old tires, they're gonna cut down on my battery life, or, you know, make it harder to pedal or such, and it really just don't. Somehow, and the battery's no bigger, supposedly, between this one and the level 2. But somehow, this might even get better mileage than the level 2 does. I don't know if it's the way that I ride it or the way that they made it. But I really couldn't see. I mean, maybe the maybe the level 2 gets a little bit better, supposed to. I don't know. I've not noticed it in just the way that I ride, but that could be more of an environmental thing rather than a across the board. You know, it may just simply be because of the way in the area in which I ride. I could see how that would have an impact on it. And boys, yeah, look at down there. This water is brown, brown. And somehow it's still low. I mean, it has rained like 5 inches. Water still low. And looks like it would be high, not high. Probably, you know, probably gained quite a bit, but we'll put that in sport as we start up this big old hill. Yeah, I have noticed since I've started e-biking, you know, or just bicycling, I guess, you know, getting some exercise, a dramatic increase in my cardiovascular fitness level, which, you know, was desperately needed. You know, a little bit saddle sore though from the seat, but I guess that's to be expected. You know, probably due to my riding position, probably need to move forward or backward or tilt the seat one way or the other or something. It would probably help. Whew. And that actually wasn't bad. I'm just slowing down for the thing here, but we'll get a drink of water nonetheless. Water is our friend. And if you need a good water bottle, this one is a good one. It's got that lock and cap and such. Like seriously, look, you can turn it over and it's on. Unless you squeeze it, nothing's coming out. Great for this. Man, it's good. And one thing about the South, Tennessee, anywhere like this, you'll notice, those folks who live around here, humidity during the summer tends to get like really, really high. I mean, it's just, you'll walk outside and pow, it'll be like smacking you right in the face, like a jungle terrain or something is what it'll feel like, because you're in the middle of mountains here in Knoxville. Because we're nestled in the middle of the Smoky Mountains, you know, we're at the foot of them, but we got, you know, forest on every side. You go outside the city, you're gonna run into giant wooded areas, you know, because they built the city in a forest is really what's happened in a lot of these areas. And so you go outside and it's just, I mean, it'll slap you right in the face. You'll be dripping sweat, pouring sweat in no time. This is the way it feels out here today because all the rain we've had. The humidity's way up again. But the temperature's not bad. It's like 59 degrees, 60 degrees. Makes a huge difference. I'd rather have humidity and reasonable temperatures than, you know, boiling hot and the same level of humidity, of course.
Say what?
There's some people out here running. I see that. Makes me bust out in the sweat watching him. I'm like, no thank you. I'll push my button and climb up this hill. No thank you. I'll pass on that. Alright guys. That'll be it for part 2. Oh goodness. See you again at part 3. Maybe.